Ladies and gentlemen, before I preface this rather terrible video, I would like to quickly bring up some good news of mine that Jesus, what's going on with my mustache? Christ, it just kept getting stuck on my lip. I wanted to give you all some good news before I kind of have to deliver some bad news. Not really bad news. I mean, well, yeah, it is bad news. It is really bad news, but not my bad news. So that's the good thing. So some good news first. I've been bopping to the Persona OSTs that have been released on Spotify and Apple Music all fucking day today. And I think that most of you Persona fans have probably been doing the same thing. So if you have been, what have you been listening to? I've been listening to Whims of Fate and I Would Todai State. I'm sorry, not I Would Todai Station. I Would Todai Dorm. And Reach Out to the Truth. All the cult fucking classics, basically. So yeah. And you know, I really had this is such a shitty coincidence. Like, I can't fucking believe it. But it's true. I wish I could fucking say this isn't true, but it's fucking true. So I had a video that was supposed to be released today that has nothing to do with the situation we're talking about today. And of all fucking things, this Carson situation happens. The Call Me Carson situation, for those that don't know, I'm not going to report it because I'm not a news reporting channel. If you want to hear more about it, this Saturday we talk about it on the Tonight Talk, and if you really want to know as soon as possible, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that are probably already calling Carson a fucking pedo. So, I don't know. View at your own risk. All I'm going to say about that situation in particular is that everyone involved is either a fucking idiot or is horribly mistaken or some shit. I have no idea, but wait until you hear both sides of the story and then make a rational, informed decision off of that, although the evidence is pretty fucking overwhelming. But anyway, so I was trying to make this video, and the fucking video was talking about, I was questioning why you can romance female characters in Persona. Female underage anime girls in fucking Persona, and I honestly had the video set up and everything. You'll probably see it on screen now. I have the fucking thumbnail set up and everything. I had everything set, and I fucking wake up Tuesday morning. For those that don't know, I have Crohn's disease, so I get infusions, and I was fucking going to get my infusion, and all of a sudden I get this fucking thing on Twitter that Carson's trending, and oh man, I was not fucking expecting this shit. I couldn't fucking believe that. In my head, I'm like, yeah, this video is gonna be fucking amazing, right? And oh my god, the fucking coincidence. And for those that don't get it, I mean, goddamn, like, come on, it ain't. Come on. Shit. But you know, it's funny that the coincidence happened, and it's funny the situation that I was in to make that video, and then to see that trending on Twitter, and not respectfully not wanting to upload it because that would be pretty fucking problematic. So I figured, since Carson basically fucked me up, I figured it'd be best to kind of just, you know, talk about this situation at hand. And I really want to be clear when I say that, as funny as this shit may be, you know, the shit that I just brought up, this is a very serious situation, and it's disgusting, it's gross, it's terrible, it's really fucking, it's just weird. And I know that people are having debates and figuring out really how gross and weird it is. It's fucking weird. I'm sorry. It's just, even if he's not in the wrong, it's just fucking weird. And of course, power dynamic has always been a huge part of society, and the problems that it plays in a female's life, in a woman's life, and also in a man's life when the tables are turned. But I really wanted to make this video as a mean of saying that there's no reason for anyone to believe that the community of content creators is not like this. It's really sad to say, because I've been in this community for almost 4 years now. I've been creating content on YouTube for 4 years. I've been streaming on Twitch for 3, Mixer for 2. You know, I've been blessed with a lot of the advantages that I've been given. You know, and I like to keep out of situations where, you know, people look bad, because you never really know the full story, and you don't. And here you don't. And I know that people want to be fully apprehensively, you know, sure that Carson's a dick who's also a fucking pedo and he should just die. But that's not really how any of that works. And, you know, you have to hear both sides of the story. I'm not defending him, and I am not, you know, trying to make the situation easier for him. But I just know for a fact that if you don't come to a rational decision now, then the public shaming is going to be unwarranted later. And I'd much rather publicly shame somebody, knowing full and well that they are a horrible human being who deserves to be publicly shamed. And right now, we just don't really know that. Even though there's Discord messages and shit, I mean, and content creators throwing so many fucking people under the bus. I mean, shit, it's so unbelievable how funny that is. How quickly a content creator would do that. That's really funny, actually. But I think one thing first we should understand is all content creators have a biased agenda, myself included. And because of that, you should always be aware of what content creators are really saying and look to the reality of the situations. And really, I think what's going to end up happening, as kind of like a prediction, I guess you could say, when this whole thing is over with and Carson is, you know, whatever, I don't know what's going to happen to him, I think a lot of people are going to look at the lunch club. And I hope that does happen, because I've been thinking about the lunch club. I don't want to come to any concrete decisions yet, but there's something about the lunch club and some of their comments, and Slimesickle specific, Slimesickle, I apologize, Slimesickle, and he specifically pointed out that, you know, he reported the whole situation to authorities, to the federal authorities. It doesn't sit very right with me, because my question would be, if this was early 2020 and you did that immediately after the call, what was the succeeding, you know, actions by the federal law enforcement, or state law enforcement, or local law enforcement? I mean, what was the situation at hand? Was Carson, you know, spoken to by federal law enforcement, or by local law enforcement, or state law enforcement? I mean, we don't know, and that's something that it doesn't sit right with me either, because Slimesickle was lying, which I don't think was the case. I don't know why someone would lie about that, but who knows? In this fucking day and age, you never know. Or something else is at play here, which, if that's the case, I'm not really going to be happy to see that happen, because for fuck's sake, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm fucking fatigued. This shit ain't fun no more. That's a whole situation, but I think at the end of the day, we all have to assess why the community is this way. And I've always kind of understood that there has been a power dynamic at play with many content creators, where they achieve a lot of guts and glory, and it turns into this dynamic where they persuade fans of theirs to do whatever the fuck they want. You know, we've seen that with so many fucking content creators, and I want to make clear, because I know for a fact that there are going to be people who are going to assess this situation and say, this right here, this is what proves that content creators are all bad people who want nothing more than to take advantage of their fans, when that's just not true. So let me make myself very clear when I say not everybody does that. Regardless of who's innocent or guilty, not everyone in this community does that. And I feel almost as though it's partially our fault for not letting people know to a certain extent that we are not that way. And what ends up happening is that reputation stays the same. And it sucks because then, you know, and I don't want to say this because I'm not a child content creator. I don't make content for children. If a child watches my content, it's because they are, you know, raised by terrible parents or something along that line. But you know, I've always realized that children will always be a part of YouTube, and because of that, we have a kind of engraved obligation to not utilize the power that we're given to get what we want, or something. I mean, or need. It's weird. It's just weird, but yeah, that's what it is. The community is very toxic right now. It's filled with a lot of fucking weird people, and I just wanted to make this video to say not everyone is doing that. Not every content creator is that way. And I know that there are people that are going to watch this video and go, well, why would you have to tell us that? Because there are going to be people that are going to look at this, whether it be today, tomorrow, you know, Friday, or 2022, 2025, 2047, when I'm fucking dead. They're going to look at this video and they're going to see the dynamic at play and what specifically led to this problem and why this is important. Because it is important to let people know that content creators are not these fucking, you know, crazy power hungry dictator, you know, idiots who want boobs and ass. Like, it's just not. I mean, every guy wants boobs and ass, but that's not the point. The point is that we realistically are not in this industry for. I'm not in this industry for that, and I think I can vouch for a ton of different content creators who are the same exact way, who they're here because they want to fucking have fun and they want to play games and they want to make content that they love for the people that they love. And I'll say, I'll be the, you know, I'm not the first to say it, but you know, I'll still be the one to admit it. I love my fans, and I love everything that I receive, you know, comments and things like that. It always brings my day up, but I would never utilize that to get an advantage over them for some specific reason. Will I guilt them into watching my videos? You're damn right. but you know, that's just not, it's a terrible thing to see where you get that kind of dynamic at play, and it's really sad. It's really bad, and it's really just ridiculous that the community still has to deal with this, and that there are still victims out there. And that's what really concerns me, is that they're just gonna be more and more victims until we do something to change that culture. And I don't think it's up to YouTube as a company. I think it's up to us as the content creators, and as and up to the fans, and people who want to see this industry change for the better. It's up to us to change that culture ourselves. Excuse me. So I realistically don't have a problem with the content creators here today. I just feel like there's got to be a change, because if there isn't, then people are going to be pissed, and if people get pissed, then, well, you know what happens next. So yeah, I mean, that's really all I wanted to say. Sorry that my video that I originally planned to come out this week isn't going to come out. I don't know when it's going to come out, ironically. I have other video ideas planned, so I'm not worried about next week, but I don't think it's going to come out next week either. I think it's probably going to come out sometime in early February or late January, for all we know. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. For those who are very, very confused, or who want to have a conversation, my social medias are in the link in the description. and I'm totally available to have a conversation. If there are any victims out there who need support, I will leave links in the description below. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully. Again, real sorry to my fans who didn't get to see like a Persona video or anything like that. And sorry this is a very dark video. I don't want it to be. I want it to be a lighthearted one, but this topic is just really fucking, it's fucked. So yeah, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.